understand where this entire world of marketing really originated, the ideas behind it, and where you're trying to take the work that you're doing, the outcome you're trying to achieve. And it's really to understand the foundational premise of what marketing is all about in the first place. My name is David Baer. I'm at a company called The Prepared Group, and we are a marketing strategy consulting firm. I come to this from years and years in marketing, from everything from the performing arts to the wine industry to working with financial advisors and many other industries. Given all of the missteps that I've made as a marketer over the years, I developed a very strong belief that marketing really needs to be approached by thinking both strategically and systematically in order to get the best outcome. And often, most of the marketing that I see in the small business space in particular is very, very tactically focused. What channel am I going to use? Where am I going to show up? Or how am I going to get my name out there without any real consideration of how to move the prospect to the next step or how to help the audience understand what makes you and your business different. And so my philosophy around marketing is it absolutely has to start with strategy so that we can then build out all of the necessary elements to get the end result that we're trying to get to. I think one of the biggest challenges that we deal with in our consultancy is we play this role sort of between the marketing agency, marketing service provider that a lot of our clients are familiar with, that model, and the consultant who works in the enterprise space. And we're introducing a way of approaching and thinking about attacking a problem that a client is dealing with. Usually it's how do I get more or keep more of my revenue, and work through it in a way that they're not familiar with. They're not thinking in a broad enough or sophisticated enough manner. So it's often a challenge for us to fit into a category. And I mean, to a certain extent, that's a benefit because we have created a category to a certain extent. And when you create a category, you become the king or queen of that category, right? But there's a lot of education around really what role do we play in the mind of the buyer for us. And it often is much more involved, a sales process, to get them to see and recognize the benefit of investing with somebody like us. I think if I were to help guide somebody just getting started in their marketing career, whether it's marketing internally in their business or providing services to others, it's really to understand the foundational elements of marketing. Why are you doing the things you're doing? And again, this is just another way of saying approach it strategically. I run a program with a 40+ year veteran of direct mail, and we're training today's digital marketers about how to think differently about the work that they're already doing by using direct mail as a foundational introduction to, look, these guys back in the day who were doing direct mail had to invest a lot of time and attention to get every detail right because there was a lot of money that went into those campaigns. And today, anybody who can get online and open up an account on a digital platform can flip a switch and check a box, and they're off to the races with a campaign, but they've put very, very little thought into it. So I would say understand where this entire world of marketing really originated, the ideas behind it, and where you're trying to take the work that you're doing, the outcome you're trying to achieve. And it's really to understand the foundational premise of what marketing is all about in the first place. I'm going to admit that as a marketer, I suffer from cobbler's children syndrome, which is that I don't do a lot of the things in my own business that I ought to. And the way that, aside from sort of the metrics that we track in terms of bringing new clients into our business and what sources they came from and all of the things that we are very, very focused on paying attention to and understanding lifetime value of clients and referral sources from clients. I mean, there's actually more than I realize as I'm saying all of this. The thing that I pay the most attention to, and it's because I'm not a numbers guy, I'm a touchy-feely guy. I come from direct response marketing, and I think about emotion. And so the thing that I pay most attention to is the emotional outcome of working with a client and seeing their understanding, appreciation of, celebration of where we finally get to after the work is done.